drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Ravens at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
To try again after the sack. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 12.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive. Speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
Burrow will throw. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Even better decision.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1, right?
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he spins away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 1, right?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
11 empty, 11 empty, 11 mighty, 11, 12, 12, 12.
From midfield now, Burrow. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make her score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
11 mighty.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Gun. Go. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let it go again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's third down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Gardner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That time on the run pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A good pickup there, 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Odafe Owe there on the tackle.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To the air again, Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 16, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But